Oh, that was painted. Yeah, Captain,
Let me just double check. Hold on. I have this written down somewhere.
Wow, this is such an
Captain.
immersive experience.
Shut up. So this is the first time that I've run a session for you two, Wolfie and Sean, that it actually is contiguous from a previous session, because we've only done that one shot.
Yeah,
But what I like to
Goblin.
do is I like to ask you guys if you remember what happened last session.
Let me pull up my notes.
Oh, I have
Takes
notes too. I
notes.
just wait for my computer to come back from
I
the dead.
do. Can't remember shit.
Reasonable.
We're pirate selling the dodgy hammer. We just got ambushed by. Did I write down the name of
Pirate hunters.
But yeah, we managed to fight off the men, and then we captured their captain when as their ship got destroyed by a Tidemaw, and our captain, I forgot his name.
Ahab, I think.
Forspoken, Captain Forspoken.
Forspoken.
Oh, really thought it was Ahab.
He's Ahab-esque. There's Ahabery afoot.
But yeah, we basically left off with him talking about the plan to go after the Tidemaw somehow.
And I'm sorry, are we getting treasure out of its belly or its lair?
Out of its
That was-
belly seems to be the idea. The notion being that it has eaten so many ships over the last century or so that it's been active, that it must have many treasures in its belly.
That sounds silly.
I'm into it.
Silly enough to work.
Like, what if they're being slowly digested over thousands of years?
Well, that's
That
the
would be too-
Kraken.
That's the
No, no,
Kraken.
Overcooked in that?
The Kraken is really just an ocean sarlacc.
Yeah, basically. Takes you to 80 years longer.
Yeah, so that was largely it. From the wee hours in the morning when that happened, a certain amount of cleaning up has gone on. The dead enemies, the pirate hunters, have been unceremoniously dumped overboard, but there is a sort of solemn plan to have a proper funerary service for the 4 members of the Jammers crew that fell in the combat.
Who'd we lose?
You lost Ham.
Oh,
I think Ham's the one I'm upset about. One of them I was sad about.
It was Ham. Yeah, Ham
okay.
was the one who was actually alive when the combat started for you guys. Another 2 were slain on the deck when you first came out, and a final one apparently was knocked overboard and could not be found.
suspicion. There's no, strong clerics? We don't have any scrolls of revive? I need Ham back in my life.
Yeah, Ham I'm upset about, especially since, what was it, Glam or whatever was, super mean about the wallet.
You remember minutia of detail that I simply do not.
One of them was very rude about the wallet, and it made me upset, because I'm like, your friend just died.
Oh, and then you pushed him overboard and we haven't seen him since?
I did no such thing. Mothman does not push people overboard. So,
Yeah, I was just fucking with you.
So yes, you guys do get a full long rest.
During my long rest period, I'd like to spend time with the sword that I pulled off of the pirate captain to attune to it or whatever.
Excellent. I believe that was, I believe it was a scimitar. I want to say.
I think so. Sounds piratey.
It's rather nice basket hilt. This light silvery filigree to it. It's very thin and whippy. After spending some time with it, you come to know that it is a +1 scimitar with a special property. It additionally to a 20, it crits on a 19. A few hours after dawn, folks are assembled on the deck.
Thrug, Kimberly, Hope, Biggins.
Well, Whoopi, what is your character?
Mothman.
No, I mean, what is he?
Oh, Mothman. Mothman is a Goliath.
What is a Goliath? What is their notable traits about Goliath?
Goliaths are very tall, they're big, and they have typically gray skin. Think mini version of a giant, I guess, if that makes any sense.
Yeah,
It sounds like I'm a champ.
Kinda.
They are one of the smallest species of giant. Not the smallest, but one of the smallest.
Yeah.
Okay. Ivan Ordinary.
Yeah, Ivan Ornery. You met him briefly.
Yeah, he fits the name.
Come about 10 o'clock a.m., you guys are assembled on the deck of the ship, the open deck. Captain Renaud Forspoken steps up over the wrapped bodies of the three who fell, and he says a few touching but rather boilerplate captainy words.
We commend the souls of our fallen brethren, as we have done for many, many generations of pirates before us, to the depths where they might be born anew. La-di-da-di-da. I'm a pirate.
Well spoken, sir.
Yar.
Mothman's crying.
Oh, Mothman. Oh, no. As a resident cleric, would Mothman be comfortable saying a few... or is he crying
yeah.
too hard?
No, he would be able to. Now, depending on exactly what are we doing with their corpses, are we like throwing them overboard, or what are we doing with them? Depends on what he would say.
Pirate's funeral. Feed the waters that have fed us for our entire lives as rapscallions.
Aye.
Did we go through their pocket?
That was during the wake last night.
Oh, great. I'm sorry. I was probably too drunk.
You all did very well. Gonna miss you most, Hem. To my goddess, may your pincers feed on their flesh. And he's gonna throw one of them overboard.
Oh,
He's just like
one of those gods.
May your pincers feed on their flesh. You easily lever the body of Ilfara overboard. Thrug will set about grabbing Jan, who is this guy right here, and he just doesn't say anything about pincers or goddesses. Very sad. Into the drink.
Consume the flesh.
Consume the flesh. Wait, what am I saying?
God.
And lastly, Kimberly comes over and bears the very small and slight body of Ham. She drops him on the deck because she's still a bit dizzy and has the spins. But then she picks him up again.
Oh, good.
And drops him again.
And, and drops him again. And it just keeps happening.
Kimbo Slice, let me help out.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna pick up Ham and just, I shall miss ye, Ham. Oh boy, this one hurts. Oh, this one hurts. And he's gonna like hug Ham very tightly.
Oh.
Enjoy the bottom of the sea. and just drops him off on the side.
Hits the water with nary a splash, as though he were so slight he just slipped it.
Right then. Moment of silence completed. All right, you rapscallions, get back on the rigging. We want to be at hardtack within 48 hours. We'll pick up supplies, and then we'll be on after that thing.
Aye, Captain.
And Captain Forspoken disappears towards his chamber in the south of
He
the
sure
ship.
does that a lot when there's work to be done.
I mean, he is a captain, so
So he should work harder than all of us.
well, we all have different things we're good at that we can work harder at.
Yeah, I guess he's really good at being old and frail. Anyway, to the rigging.
To the rigging. Oh my god, I forgot Blackfly. Blackfly was there too.
God
Oh,
damn it.
Oh, hey, what's up, bud? I didn't see you there.
Did I miss anything? Oh, shit.
Yeah, he's back.
Yeah, we kind of said goodbye to our fallen comrades.
All right, they're there.
Please don't touch me.
All right. No, I know how it is. You know, you having big emotions, and I fully understand that. So,
Okay, I'm good now.
All right, you got it all out in the open. That was very healthy. I'm very proud of you.
Now I drink.
Now we all drink.
It's a beautiful thing. Everybody takes a little piece of the workload. For the most part, once the sails are set, there's not much work to be done beyond a bit of cleaning and a little bit of reconnoitering. Skip is fishing off of the side of the ship. Skip the grung, and you guys just while away the next couple of days. What are your characters up to in that span of time on this ship?
Zaleri is just breeding and making sure her wounds are properly healed. A couple times she tries to speak with Captain Forspoken about the Tidemaw because she just wants to learn all that he knows. But I'm assuming that Forspoken is not an easily accessible person even on the ship.
He is not. But there are others you can talk to. Most everybody seems to have heard stories about the Tidemaw.
I'm gonna ask Skip.
Hi. Sorry, what?
Hey, my friend over here wants to ask you about the Tidemaw.
Oh, the Tidemaw. Yeah, I've been sailing these seas for over 400 days. And I've heard many stories of the Tidemaw.
He's fishing.
Sorry, what did you ask about?
Zalaria scratches her head and turns to Mothman and is like, why are we asking him? He's only been here for 400 days. I guarantee I know more than he does.
I don't know. I mean, Grung have, I don't know. I figured maybe his, I don't know. Maybe Grungs knew more than we did.
Oh, Grungs know many things.
Do you?
Yes, I've been sailing these seas for over 400 weeks.
You said days. When did it become
I said weeks? Why do mammals never listen?
I'm sorry. You mistake me for a common mammal.
Well, you've got hair and milk, right?
Oh my god.
Wait, you have milk?
God. To the point. Tidemaw. Tales. Tell me.
Oh, yes, I've heard many tales of the Tidemaw. I've been sailing these seas for over 400 months.
I'm going to add him to the 4 that have been thrown overboard.
Don't do that. The Tidemaw will get me.
Yes, the Tidemaw.
They say it only goes after the biggest and juiciest ships. And our ship isn't very big and juicy, but I'm very juicy for a grung.
Mothman does not know how to accept what you just said.
That is okay. Well, what I heard is that it was spat out of hell a very long time ago to make misery on the pirate folk of the Scrimshaw Islands. But some people think it's just an untamed wild super weapon that they developed to fight the Calaminians.
Yeah,
boy. The what?
The calamari.
Yeah, exactly that.
So a super weapon to attack the calamari.
Calamarians.
Calamarians.
Yeah, you know.
Larry hasn't written a single thing down in her notebook.
The big nations, just fighting each other like they always do with their weird super weapons and their mages and all of the explosions and all the stuff that doesn't really concern the grung. We're far too advanced for that stuff.
Yeah, it makes sense.
Okay, I'm going to I will jot this down, but I will put a very big asterisk next to it.
Ooh, I got a bite.
He reels in his rod, and there is an extremely large gold doubloon on the end of the line.
Ow.
How did that even bite? Is it a mimic?
No, probably not.
Oh.
I mean, we can attack it.
Mothman's already poking at it to see if it's a mimic. Instead of doing any kind of investigation, he just pokes it.
A natural 20. 22 meet your IC?
Yeah, it does.
All right, you get pinched for 2 points of damage.
Wait, what?
You get pinched. Suddenly this thing sort of seems to break along joints, and you realize that what it actually is a small flat crab that is taken the form of a doubloon.
Ow!
Yep, I told you. Not a mimic.
You were correct.
It's an imitation crab.
You son of a bitch.
Well, we're low on supply, so bring it over and put it somewhere we can cook it.
I love imitation crab meat.
I'm gonna name you Hop.
Why are you naming it?
Why not?
We're going to eat it.
Yeah, and yeah, we're gonna cook Hop.
Skip just tosses it into a bucket next to him. There's a couple more crabs and a handful of fish, still sort of gently wriggling about in the bucket.
Yeah, I see you still have Molly in there.
Of what?
Oh, Molly, she's that fish right there.
Yes, he named it earlier. He names all the things that he eats.
Yeah. Well, if they're like, a living creature.
I, I pride myself in having a brain that can hold a lot of information, and right now you're filling a vast ocean of it with nonsense.
This is new to you.
Good.
Anyway,
good.
let's go ask about the maw again.
Who has been on here the longest?
Aside from the captain, it's either Blackfly or Hope.
I'm gonna talk to Hope because I don't think we interacted with her at all during the fight.
Hope is kind of a strange one. She doesn't really sort of belong with the crew in a lot of ways. That's the vibe that she gives off. But she's been here for years, so you guys go walking up to Hope. She's actually just sort of like she's sitting at a table. She's the navigator, and she is currently sort of just kind of casting her eyes over some charts. But you guys have navigated the way back and forth to hardtack many times. So it's really just sort of cursory work that she's doing. She looks up at you. She's like, "Oh, hi. To what do I owe the pleasure?"
Is she human or what is she?
Yes, she is human.
As our navigator and who has been on the ship for a while, I take it you have accumulated a wealth of knowledge. What particular about this beast that we encountered last night?
Oh, yeah, the Tidemaw, yeah. Well, there's a lot of stories and everything, but, pirates are sort of a superstitious bunch. Personally, there's a lot that happens in the world. A lot that sort of defies explanation, at least in the moment, but there's generally a few schools of thought on what the Tidemaw could actually be, where it originated from. It might be some sort of undead curse. That's a thing that happens a fair amount. I've never heard of it happening quite like that, but, strange things happen. Some folks I heard theorize that it's some sort of device left over from the Mage Wars. 1,000 years ago, mages were constantly making super weapons to use against each other. An army of those on the high seas would probably be quite terrifying to any enemy navies or what have you. It could be a naval super weapon or something like that.
I hope this is not. I hope your source isn't Skip.
Skip? I don't know that I would take anything that he says particularly seriously.
Well, you and I are of sound mind then.
I favor myself that I am. But these are some things that I picked up when I was at school. There's interestingly enough, the Tidemaw is known even outside of the Scrimshaw area. It's a very well-known legend. I actually didn't think it was true until last night, but I think we're definitely dealing with something magic, some sort of. I personally favor the theory that it's a magical construct of some sort, like a big wooden golem that sails the seas. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
There were golems and Warforged where I went to school, so I can understand the idea of it sort of scaled upward. You know what I mean?
No, I understand. And yes, I do understand that what you know is probably a lot of theories and whatnot. Then I'm trying to sort out trying to find the nuggets of truth in these weeds of theory.
Yeah, especially if we're going to be fighting it.
Oh, yes, but I want to be as prepared as possible.
Well, I think the thing that we need to barter for once we get to hardtack is probably something with a little bit of oomph, a little bit of pizzazz. I don't know that scimitars and rapiers are going to solve this one. I'm petitioning the captain to pony up some money for gunpowder and maybe alchemist's fire.
I think we'll need more than to just blow it up. We will need something to tie it down.
Well,
perhaps we could look into the armaments of whaling vessel. It's definitely a lot bigger than our ship. It might be that we could take some cues from the whalers of the north.
I'm sure there's plenty of binding methods they can teach us. It'd be good to know for future circumstances.
Yes, I agree. Yeah, you know what? I'm going to put this away, I think. And she starts rolling up her scrolls and she says, I think maybe it might be worth talking tactics. I think I'm going to try to come up with a plan to sort of convince the captain to come up with a plan, and then we can figure out what we need to do the plan.
I agree with you. if you happen to come upon any more information, any more theories that are quite sound, please come back to me.
I might check out some of the libraries and other book locations once we get to Hardtack. Not that there's a whole lot of them. It's a pirate town, so you gotta do what
Libraries.
you can.
Libraries,
What's
you
that?
might as well the libraries. You might as well ask me into a bar. I love the libraries.
Well, I mean, if you want to come with, I'm totally fine with that.
I would be happy to.
All right. And she starts writing down ideas on pieces of paper for ways in which Tidemaw could be engaged.
I'm gonna lean in and say, "You're very good at flirting."
So Larry's ears twitch. I beg your pardon.
Oh, is that not what was also happening?
So Larry just tenses up and just steps away.
You were doing great.
Adorable. All right. It is getting on towards evening. By the end of the day tomorrow, you should be at Hardtack. So you're asking around a bit about the Tidemaw. You're mostly getting old sailors' stories.
Yeah.
It swallowed a galleon loaded with gold bricks. It is capable of breathing fire. Once it was seen tossing blue whales up in the air and catching it in its great maw. It ate my Aunt Sally. That sort of thing.
And Mothman's just gonna spend the rest of his time playing cards and praying. Praying every now and then, I should say.
I will be gambling.
Are you gambling while playing cards?
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. There is sort of a big, sort of like a rolling, constantly moving poker game inside of the bedchambers that runs for most of the day. Chiefly, it's the gnome Gorber who is running it, and he'll deal people in and he'll cash out chips and stuff like that. But this way, money kind of moves around the ship instead of people just sort of hoarding things. So it's not uncommon for people to, like, once they've gotten in off of a shift on the rigging or up in the crow's nest, to come down and play a few hands with Gorber.
Makes sense.
Evening rolls around. Gorber, Blackfly, and Skip are sitting there at the table, and Gorber has just lost a whole bunch of money to Skip.
Haha, never go in against a grung.
I think it's the last thing I'm going to hear before I die.
Why?
It was bone chilling. You get it.
No.
What about you, Asgard? Do you wanna deal in? Got some gold
You
to
ch-
spend?
Are you cheating this week?
No, this is my off week.
All right. Then I'm in.
Blackfly's like, "What? You cheat?"
Bi-weekly.
Yeah, don't catch me next week. If you know what's good for you.
I don't.
Gorber's just like,
Yeah.
okay, yeah. So it's 1 silver to enter the game. 1 silver into the pot. The pot is currently at 5 silver pieces. Anybody who wants to play in the game can roll a d20.
Yeah.
In fact, I'm going to go ahead and put Gorber,
Hey.
Blackfly, and Skip up there.
Are we playing Blackjack 21? Because if so, I have a question.
Nope, just a basic roll. Actually, if anybody has proficiency with playing cards,
I do not.
Can I tell you I almost
Or
did?
No, I didn't. I lied.
So Larry knows her luck at these sort of games and will just witness from afar.
Skip goes,
Ha! Skip wins again.
and he pulls all of the silver back to him.
I'm gonna Elon Musk it.
You're gonna fuck it up and blame everybody else?
Keep playing until you win.
Yeah?
You can always just get more chips.
Okay, 1 more round. 1 silver or as much as you wish to put in. And,
Ha!
but this time, as Skip lays his cards down, Blackfly puts his hand on Skip's soggy amphibian arm and then immediately pulls his hand back and, like, wipes it on his shirt. He's like, "I wish I had not done that." And he says, like, "But read 'em and weep." And he's got
Hey.
4 red dragons.
Oh, nuts.
An irresponsible number of dragons to have in an enclosed space.
Indeed. You guys while away the night like that. Doesn't seem like your luck is doing particularly good.
Yeah, you got this.
I tell you what, we'll do one more round of rolls to see how the rest of the night goes.
Bullshit.
Oh, that's bullshit.
I should be innately good at poker. Or whatever this is. Ridiculous.
Eventually, Gorber actually like leaves the table and goes to bed because Skip and Blackfly are neck and neck. They're having a hot. They've got hot streaks.
Just gonna subtract 1 gold from my character.
But yeah,
sheet.
you end up you're out 6 silver pieces, and Skip and Blackfly end up arguing over whether or not.
I thought you said this was your off week.
It is my off week. I'm just a grung. I'm naturally good at things.
Good for you.
Really digging the ethnic pride over there.
It's not pride, it's just fact. Amphibians were here first.
No, you guys just stopped evolving.
I don't know what that means, and I'm therefore not going to spend any time thinking about it.
I know. I feel that.
I like you. It's a very zen look.
Yes,
I know what that is,
that's a
guys.
natural position for you to hold.
And yeah, eventually you guys go to sleep. The next day dawns. Another day of work. Another day of learning about the Tidemaw.
Another day of gambling. I'm not doing any research.
Another day of gambling. That's fine.
Thank you.
Okay, Esgal has a problem.
At least someone does.
I tell you what, 1-1. Let's see how you do gambling today. It's mostly going to be against Gorber, and Gorber was not doing great last night.
One roll, Adam.
One more d20 roll. See
Okay.
how you do that morning. Not bad.
Not bad.
Ha!
Not good enough. A lot of 11s and
Well,
17s.
you earned back your money from last night.
All right, I'm gonna put that 1 gold piece back in my inventory. This has been exciting. Thank you.
Work continues throughout the day. Eventually, you find the ship coming into the shallower shoals immediately south of Hardtack, circling the island
Big.
and coming to Hardtack Bay, just east of Myers Brig, which
I'm
Katie
sorry,
thought
what?
was the funniest goddamn thing. Myers Brig. It's one of the most treacherous. A lot of this map is based on what routes it is most beneficial for like merchant vessels to take. Myers Brig is one of the is a small area of considerably increased pirate activity. It's not as bad as other locations simply because it's so close to Mizzenmast and Paydirt, both of which are cities that are claimed by colonial powers, Calamine and the Untamed Wilds, whereas Hardtack and Sourdough are independent. But because they're so close, there's a lot of pirate activity. It's not nearly as bad as the Crucible up north. In fact, you should actually see the Merchant's Pass is considered to be one of the safest routes because it's not near any land that pirates can sort of like hide out in, and it's heavily patrolled by the navies of both the Untamed Wilds and Calamine. So there's a
Okay.
little education on that map that you're dealing with. But as the sun begins to dip towards the horizon, Hardtack appears on the horizon as a number of fires, candles in windows, lit rooms. Just as the sky begins to darken, the lights come on, and eventually you guys pull in and make port in Hardtack, the pirate city.
Now, my precious crew members,
Oh boy.
sad to say there's not much I can apportion out to you. I shall give you 30 gold pieces apiece.
Thanks, Daddy.
Do what you will.
Captain.
Aye, 'tis my sacred duty to apportion out the fruits of your labor. Now, we leave at dawn, so do make sure to be back in the embrace of the Dodgy Jammer.
Wow, I hate the way you pronounce that.
That's how it's always been pronounced.
Maybe it's not the pronunciation. Anyway, yeah, 30 gold. That's a lot. Let's
Yep.
do it.
Hope is on the gangplank with you, and she's like sort of like jingling her own little bag of coin, and she's just like,
I don't think this is going to be enough to get half the things that I want on my list.
Have you considered lowering your standard?
It's a good thing we're pirates. We can try to get a couple things for a 5-finger discount.
Now, I suppose that's true, but it's never really been my forte. Plus, this is also a pirate town, so don't go
Yeah.
making up too much trouble. They'll have you hanged by the entryway as a warning to others.
I would like to see them try.
Well, I just saw how this campaign's going to end.
and you guys step out from the gangplank onto the cobbles. Well, first onto the jetty, and then onto the coggles. Cobbles. Session
Coggles?
2. Coggles.
Hmm.
Yep, warms the coggles of my heart. You guys step out onto the cobblestone in the sweet tropical night air, filled with perfumes and cooking fires, and the distant occasional sound of flintlock gunfire.
Ooh.
We said there was something that passes for a library.
Yeah, that's the first place that I'm going to head, actually.
All right, I'll probably tag along.
Oh, I thought it was supposed to be a.
You thought it was supposed to be a what?
Oh, I'm so sorry. No, I don't want to make a big deal about
What are
it.
you
I
apologizing
will
for?
find something else to do with my time. I don't want to
What
upset
are you
his
apologizing
expectations.
for?
I just seemed like you thought it was a. You know what? I'm just gonna go.
No.
What?
I'm supposed to. I wasn't supposed to go also because implication.
What?
Okay. I'm a believer in sharing knowledge.
I already
And-
told you the whole good job earlier thing, and I thought that was supposed to be a thing for you.
Why would
You
that be a
know.
thing? That's not a thing. Why would it be a thing? I don't know why you think it'd be a thing. It doesn't have to be a thing.
Mothman is like
So
blinking,
confused.
like right in your face, kind of like instead of like winking, he's like doing one side more than the other, but he's still blinking the entire time. So like his left side's crunching as he's blinking.
Mothman, go get some eye drops.
Oh no! Do you smell toast?
What? No,
Oh,
not one.
so you're just okay. Well, I'm gonna go.
I am winking.
You have fun at your library date.
Yeah,
I
that.
will just go and
With me.
All right. Bye.
Not date.
Mothman's gonna follow.
Follow whom?
Actually, good question. Who would he follow in this situation? You know, let's roll a d20.
I like it. I dig it.
He's following you on your date.
Mothman was being very strange, sort of stranger than you.
I've seen no difference in him. Where are these libraries that you are in town?
Oh, it's Ogark's. He is a library troll. I know it's a little strange, but you know everybody in this town is kind of strange. You know, you don't find yourself in hardtack unless you've fallen on hard times.
Fair point. I never expected a library to be in the hands of a troll.
Why? Trolls can read.
What?
Oh, sorry. Hi. They left a little sooner, and I didn't know where they went. So.
Well, we could always leave you wherever you need to go. Where is it do you need to go?
Nowhere.
You don't need to go anywhere.
I need to go where friends are.
Oh, well, yeah, you should just come along then. Are you much of a reader, Mothman?
Oh, actually, yes. I enjoy reading quite a lot.
All right. What sort of
Stops
things do you read?
voices. What?
What?
It stops voices, and I read anything though. I read one. It was about like dusk. It had like a werewolf lycanthropy thing going on there for a bit. Let's see, I like that. There was another Rom Ants one that I read.
Oh, romance. Yes,
No,
I like
it was like
one.
no. It was romantic ants. Romance.
Huh.
Very cute story. They spelled ants ANTZ though, and I found that kind of weird.
Yeah, I can see that. Okay. Sure. Yeah, let's see if we can find some books for you and also maybe some information on the
Maw.
Tidemaw. The Maw.
Yeah.
The Maw of the Tide.
Actually, you know what? Just act like I'm not even here.
That is going to be
Yeah.
impossible.
I intend to.
See, they know. They know. I'm just gonna step back. And he takes like one giant step back, hands behind his back, and just stares forward.
And Zaleria just starts tapping her forehead with her notebook.
That's actually harder to ignore than the opposite.
Oh yeah, no, the clicking is a lot. You get used to it though.
Shall we go? Please.
Yes.
Please.
Eventually, sort of winding through the back streets, you find yourself at a dusty little sort of ramshackle shop. It seems to be downstairs from a blacksmith.
What could go wrong?
What could go wrong? And there is a sign that says Ogark's, and it's actually very small. It actually looks to be somebody's room, but there is no bed, and there's a little kitchen area for preparing foods that's covered in books. There's shelves up on all of the walls. Those are covered in books. And yeah, there's even a space for a sleeping pallet. The sleeping pallet has been removed. Books. And at first, like, it looks like there's nobody there for all that there's, like, candlelight cheerily in the windows. And then a big pile of books moves, and then you realize that there is a troll sitting in the center of the room. He's just got books stacked all over him, and he is reading a very small book with a pair of troll-sized tweezers in his hand. The troll adjusts his glasses and goes like,
Yes? Can I help you?
Quite a collection here, sir.
Yes. You want books?
I do. I'm sorry. I'm just taking a moment. I'm not used to seeing a troll with this quite a collection, let alone reading.
Ooh.
Neither did Eastwood tribe. Kick me out. Not troll-like, they say.
That is their loss.
Yeah.
I admire I admire any sort of creature that will stand alone in the search of knowledge.
Unfortunately, Ogarks stand alone with weights tied to feet in water.
Oh, well, I'm glad that your thirst for knowledge has kept you alive and brought you here.
Yes. Ogark also thirsty in regular way. Ogark drank the pond. That why Ogark not die.
Zaleri like pulls out her notebook and like, I'm trying not to get sidetracked from my objective here, but I must get your story someday if you permit to share it at a later time.
Be focusing on your date.
Hope is already thumbing through the piles. There doesn't seem to be much of rhyme or reason to the whole situation. So she's
Does Hope already know Ogark?
Oh, yes. Hope and Ogark go way back.
Oh,
Ogark got very sick. Too much algae from pond water. Ogark go at both ends for 6 days.
that is an image, but
Write that down.
So you guys are thumbing through and searching for information on the Tidemaw and possibly a new Sunday book club read for Mothman. What did Esgal get up to?
He went looking around if there are any sort of magic shops or any place that wizards hang out, because he's found that to be another great source of information in the past, especially about killing giant scary monsters that eat entire ships.
Wizards are not very common in hardtack. They're usually
Wizards, sorcerers, warlock,
they're
any
pretty
other
establishment. There are
magic
witches.
folk, cheaters.
Witches in this instance could be basically any form of caster.
Sure, casters is really casters is the word that I should have used.
That's fair. Yeah. More towards the center of town, there is there's a little stone building, and there's not a whole lot of stone that's used on mostly
in bits of broken ships.
Bits of there's actually, you're right. That's pretty
the
common
aesthetic.
for that's the aesthetic you can see from the map. I know. There's actually a pile of broken ships, sort of towards the center of the harbor, that have been stacked upon one another, and they've actually sort of anchored up on the seafloor, with a bunch of wooden planks connecting them all. And they have been turned into the dens of certain pirate groups and, taverns, places to make merry, the sort of things that pirates go for when they hit shore after many hard weeks at sea. There may be prostitutes. There's actually just one. She's a doppelganger, and she is severely overworked.
That is actually heartbreaking.
Yeah.
Christ.
But, a living's a living.
And backbreaking.
Yeah.
Okay.
She needs to unionize.
She needs.
Yeah, that was
unionize.
That was dark.
I'm so wealthy, but I'm so sore. But I'm so goddamn wealthy. You find a small stone shop. It looks like it's trying to be a wizard tower, which is a thing that many casters aspire to, but this is just not the environment for it.
Is it just not getting enough sunlight, or do you think it's still going to grow?
I think it's just a bit cold at the moment, that's all.
Shrinkage.
Yeah, significant shrinkage. There is a sign hanging from a post out front. It's a little carving of a bottle, and it says "The Sharp Retort."
Sorry, it's just you know that feeling when you know you're about to have a difficult conversation with somebody and you're not the one making it difficult?
No.
You know what? Fair enough.
Now, what do you go in there looking for?
I just want to talk to the proprietor and ask about any, possible magic solutions to killing a giant sea monster in such a way that it keeps its stomach lining. Like I don't like my job, but I'm gonna do my job.
You walk in. There is a drow that is sitting behind the counter, and he seems to
Thank
be.
God.
And he seems to be counting tiny stones on a little placemat of a sort.
I'm gonna walk to the counter and wait politely for him to finish.
It takes about 10 minutes.
That's fine.
And he straightens
him.
up. He's got a magnifying glass sort of like hung on like a little God, I don't even know what the word is for it, but he's got like magnifying glasses out in front of his face. And so when he looks at you, his pupils are huge
Yes.
and round. Yeah. And he says, "Thank you for waiting patiently."
Yeah, no problem. I mostly have questions, actually.
Indeed.
Yeah. I'm on a pirate crew, and we're gonna be trying to hunt down a Tidemaw. I was just wondering if you had any knowledge. You magician types are usually on the smarter side of things about any kind of magical solution. I don't know. Do you know anything about Tidemaws? Guess that's a great place to start.
There are no Tidemaws. There is simply
Okay.
a Tidemaw.
Oh, there's one. Okay. Horrifying.
Indeed.
You're killing me. So there's only one. So no one's ever killed it, is what I'm gathering from this conversation. Because
Not
there's
for
only...
lack of trying.
Do you have any data on failed attempts?
Frequently, people try to ram it with great shit.
That sounds counterintuitive right out the gate. That would be like ramming me with a bowl of pasta.
They try to run it up onto the shoals to beach it.
Oh,
It's said that it simply disappears from one location and appears in another. Cannot be destroyed as one would another ship.
as in like it disappears physically, or it's just really good at swimming?
Unclear.
Valid?
People shoot it with cannons, and
Not
the
so much.
sides break open, but they reform together before long.
Okay.
Do you endeavor to be one of these fated crew?
No, I'd like to live through the experience, actually.
My greatest recommendation is that you do not try.
Okay, is this like a do or do not kind of vibe, or just don't even fucking bother?
I would not even fucking bother.
All right. Do you know anyone else I could talk to, maybe? Not that I don't trust your opinion. You're a very imposing fella, intellectually, I'm sure. But anyone else I might talk to that might have any other tips or pointers?
He doesn't say anything.
Okay.
I'm
I will.
sorry.
Oh,
Who are you?
me? Who? Wait, who are you? I'm sorry. What?
Sorry, I'm Delgar. I'm the proprietor of this shop. What brings you to my shop? So I stroked out for a little bit there.
Yeah, you were a different person.
Oh, damn it.
You were counting beans for like 10 minutes, and then we had a delightful conversation about dying to a Tidemaw. The Tidemaw, sorry.
You talked to Zorigak about the Tidemaw.
Zarigak?
Yeah, he's my patron.
Apparently, yes. He did not introduce himself.
No, he's somewhat low on social graces. That's why he has me.
I did notice that, actually, pretty much right off the bat. So that checks out.
Sorry, I'm a little annoyed. What's today?
That's a great
okay,
question. I've been drunk for about 3 weeks.
That is on brand for this shitty little town. Okay.
I appreciate that you made that about the town and not about me specifically.
Nah, it's about everybody. It's about me.
Cheers. I'll drink to
I
that.
mean, I have an archdemon that lives in my head, so...
Yeah, that was wild. So do you know anything about the Tidemaw? Oh, that's what he was doing when I asked. That was nice of him. I think. Do you know about the Tidemaw? Because he seems to think you do.
Yeah, no, I know a little bit about the stories. I saw
Anything
it
you can
once.
verify? You saw it
freighter.
and lived.
I did. Well, you can. You know, It
I mean,
doesn't.
I've also seen it and lived. It's not that special. Relax.
You have.
Exceedingly impressed her too.
When did you see it?
3 days ago.
3 days ago. Okay. And he actually goes over to a desk off to one side, and he opens like a skinny drawer at the very top, and there's like a map laid out, and it's got a couple of pins in it. Now, where
Are you-
did you? What?
Tracking the Tidemaw?
I'm tracking. Okay, a lot of things. All right, not
Okay.
not just the Tidemaw.
All right. Not less suspicious, but all right.
What? I'm
And
a
yeah,
warlock in
it
a
was
pirate town. What do you want from me?
just some information about the Tidemaw.
You can just do without the judgment. That's all.
No, 3 days ago. So let's see. We went southwest for about I don't actually know knots. He would. I don't. He's been a sailor his whole life. I've been on a boat once.
He would. He would.
Yeah.
You would know that you were probably about 170 miles to the south. Yeah, I guess knots, nautical miles.
In 3 days, we did that.
Yeah. With the wind behind you, you can get 80 miles a day.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Nautical mile.
Right. Okay. So just about here. Yeah, and he confirms for you. He's got it the right idea. And you
Yeah.
can see that there's quite a number of these pins in it, all over the shipping lanes of Scrimshaw. Some of them are red, some of them are blue.
Are these categorized by date or just by nature of attack?
They are categorized by the veracity of the claim.
Oh.
I am not interested in, old sailors' tales, but you sound
Me
pretty.
neither.
Yeah, like there's always, there's fish stories these people tell.
Yeah. Can I tell you, I was alone on my boat for 3 days, and there were so many sailors on that boat I could have talked to, and it's just not worth my time.
Shade.
I just gambled instead.
Yeah, well, whatever you gotta do, I guess. And he gestures over to the far east of the map. Around the Flintlock Atoll, there is a great big, you could say like spike of appearances. A whole lot of pins in the Flintlock Atoll. I think
Good to know.
this is where it makes its harbor.
Do you? I'm sorry. This thing eats ships whole. It
Yes.
swallows them in their totality. Do you think the stuff stays in its stomach? Do you think it vomits it up somewhere?
I honestly don't know. This thing is so unique and unusual. I really don't have anything concrete I can say about it, other than the fact that it seems to favor attacking pirate hunter ships of the untamed wilds, where
That's
none.
hot. Sorry,
Is it?
continue.
It's hot. Yes. No. I guess I sympathize with that. Yes. Absolutely.
Like, plus they tamed the wilds. They should change the name.
I've heard that joke so
I'm being
many
very
times.
serious. I'm not kidding.
Anyway. So are you planning on going after it?
Oh, absolutely not. That would be fucking ridiculous. Yes, I am. Well, not me, my pirate crew. Well, not my pirate crew, the pirate crew I'm on. I don't want to be captain.
A lot happened just now that I'm going to ignore.
Love that for both of us.
Let me grab some things. Can we come aboard?
Oh, wait, you're we because you're...
Me and Zarigak, yes.
Yeah, no, yep, sorry. It just took me a second. I'm still learning pronouns.
Still learning pronouns.
I don't think that would be a problem, necessarily. I think I'm the only one that really hates magic users on board. Yeah, that'll be fine. That'll be great.
All right. What's your... Wait, what?
What? It's the ship's name, the fucking... Oh, how does he pronounce it? No, I actually genuinely forgot the name of our
It's
ship.
the Dodgy Jammer.
Yeah, the Dodgy Jammer.
That's a terrible name for a ship.
Yeah, no, listen, if I was in charge, I'd change it, but I'm not, so.
Okay, let me get some things together. I'll be ready in an hour or two.
That's great. We leave at dawn, so take your time. Also, don't get murdered between now and then. Actually, since you might get murdered between now and then, can I just take some notes based on your map?
Sure.
I'm not, this isn't a threat. I'm not being really weird about it. It's just I have incredibly bad...
No. I mean, I've lived in hardtack for a while. I know
Thank
how it
you.
is.
I appreciate that. Yes,
Yeah.
thank you. Just in case.
Zarigak would survive. So,
Oh, great. All right. So it's just your...
No. That's not a good thing.
Oh, would he be unleashed? Is that...
I would favor this world only.
It's been a tough life, okay?
Okay, how long was I gone that time?
Mere days. We already found the treasure, so that's pretty great. No,
All
I'm
right.
kidding. You haven't even made it to the ship yet.
Yes.
You said an hour. It's been 2 minutes. See you there. I'm gonna take some just quick notes, just in case, God's forbid, something should happen to this guy, and then I'm gonna kill him.
Absolutely.
No, I'm just kidding. I'm not chaotic evil. I'm all right.
Okay, sorry. Back to the other two. All right, you end up taking your notes. Can I get from Zaleri and from Mothman an investigation check?
It's a 17.
I got a 16.
Wow. Okay. So you guys look through. Okay. I should actually ask. I know that Zaleri is actively researching the Tidemaw. What specifically is Mothman looking for?
Mothman would probably find a random book and then also probably try to find something on the Tidemaw because he knows that's what Zaleri wants to do and is trying to make the state go swimmingly well. So he's willing to pick up the pace if need be.
Holy crap, I get to use something that I have not actually hitherto gotten to use. All right, since we know that Zaleri is looking at Tidemaw stuff, but Mothman is low-key looking at other stuff as well, do me a favor, give me a D100 roll.
D100, where are you at, baby?
If you're rolling with if you want to roll with physical dice, that's usually 2 die.
2d10s.
Yep.
2 d10s, yeah, one
That's
for the
what I'm-
10s, one for the ones.
That is a... Oh, that's not too great. That's a 14.
14. Well, it's okay. It's not adjudicated that way.
Okay.
Oh, okay. You find a tome called Hogarth in the Mountains. It's a novel about a half-orc man named Hogarth who is torn between a life in the mountains with his orc clan or the town below where his human mother lives, not feeling entirely at home in either locale. Things change when he becomes romantically entangled with Avira, a half-elf with much the same story, and together they learn to make this world their own.
God, that's beautiful.
I
I
like
don't
it.
I don't like where this is going.
So, yes, you get the book Hogarth in the Mountains, and also a slim volume on ghost stories of the Scrimshaw Islands, Wanderlust in the north, and the west coast of the Northlands, where Gimmick, the moving island, roams.
That is such a great name for a moving island. I'm so mad.
I did that on purpose. Zaleri does not find books on ghost stories. In fact, Zaleri does not find anything that directly mentions the Tidemaw, but as she moves through, she finds a historical text that simply reads The Blood Treader. And the thing that catches her eye is an engraving on the cover that is a ship with a mouth on the front of it immediately underneath the prow, which I think I am using correctly.
The front?
Oh, the prow is the portion of the ship's bow above the water. Yeah, the front.
So the bow.
I mean, the spiky bit in the front. I swear
Where
to God,
Waldorf
I learned
and
naval
Statler
terms.
hang out?
Yeah, where Waldorf and Statler hang out. Hang out. Yeah, the hood ornament. You know.
Yes. Delightful.
Yes, there is a gaping mouth with teeth all in it and 2 eyes that seem to look out at the viewer. It does. It seems to be a historical text about a pirate ship that operated over 100 years ago that was called the Blood Treader. And that is what Zaleri is able to find.
All right. Zalir grabs it excitedly and just starts flipping through.
Okay, well, I couldn't really find anything. But what's up? Okay.
Zaleri closes the book, but with a finger in where she left off, and shows her, Hope the cover. Recognize anything?
Oh, all right. Okay, that feels like a clue.
Yeah. Trying to see. I've only got a couple pages in, but I'm trying to see where this leads. I might just skip to the end because this looks like it would be the fate of this titled ship.
Yeah, maybe. Interesting. Okay. Yeah. No, let's go buy it. Let's find out what's up.
Good troll, sir.
Mm,
Hey,
what can I do for you?
Zaleri kind of bounces over to him with the book in hand. I found this. How much? Or what do you know about this book first,
I read it.
sir?
I
Sir?
read it. I told you.
Do you remember anything about it?
Just pirates doing pirate things.
I'm curious about the cover. Does this actually take place within the story?
Does the ship take place within it? Yes.
No. The monster on the cover.
Oh, that was painted. Yeah. Captain Shackleheart.
Oh, that's a
Painted
great name.
mouth and eyeballs on the front of it. Just to scare people off.
Captain Shackle who?
Heart. Shackleheart. Probably wasn't his real name.
Any chance this person might be alive? Just for my own edification.
I think he died rather gruesomely.
Did you eat it?
All right, that's definitely a
Me?
microaggression. That's a macro.
No. I've sworn off humanoid meat, especially dwarf meat. Doesn't agree with me.
It doesn't agree
don't
with me
even-
either.
What?
Anyway, all right. Well, thank you for the information. How much is?
2 silver pieces for that one.
What if I give you 1 gold piece?
You drive a hard bargain, but you got yourself a deal.
I'm giving you this with the anticipation that I would like to come back here and speak with you.
Yeah, all right.
Thank you, sir.
He pockets the gold and he goes back to reading his book. You see him sort of like flash the cover towards you. It's Hogarth in the Mountains.
I love it so much.
Hope. All right. I think we have something that might be useful to us.
Uh-huh. And Mothman has the ghost stories of Scrimshaw and Hogarth in the Mountains, if he wishes to buy.
Mm,
Why that book?
I was enjoying it, and I mean, how much for this?
Which one are you holding up? Both of them?
Yeah, Mothman probably pull up both of them when he only
Okay.
needs one.
All right. Latrell looks around and his eyes linger on the cover of Hogarth in the Mountains, and he points at the ghost book.
He says, 1 silver piece for that. That one, you go ahead and take for free. But just make sure that you come back here, because I'd like to hear your opinion on Aviera's backstory. I think it's a little hacked, and I think maybe it's similar to some of the heroines from the previous books in the series.
Oh, I can do that.
Yeah, I would like to hear somebody else's opinion.
Yep. I can totally do that. And he's gonna give 1 silver. Here you go.
Thank you.
No, thank you.
It's only my 4th time reading it, so no spoilers.
That's more than me, so I'll try not to.
Okay. So you guys found some good stuff at the bookstore. It is now quite dark outside. And Esgal seems to have accidentally recruited a new crew member.
I'm not gonna let anyone know that was an accident.
All right, so you guys come strolling back into the square of the town.
Town Square, even.
Mothman, what is your what's your passive perception? Wolfie, what's Mothman's passive perception?
Passive perception, it is a 13.
13. Okay, cool. Somebody bumps into your, gosh, I guess for you it would basically be your calf. It's a little tiny hooded figure, goes sort of like padding softly past you, issues a sort of perfunctory apology, and then goes to the mouth of an alleyway, looks left, looks right, and heads into the alleyway.
Ah, they look suspicious.
They did. With the 13, they look suspicious.
I'm checking my pockets immediately and trying to see if everything's still on me.
No, nothing seems to be taken. Give me an investigation check.
That is a 12.
All right, with a 12, all you find is a little 4-fingered handprint on the side of your pants. Do you wear pants? What are you wearing?
Actually, what would I be wearing? Would I be wearing pants right now? I don't think so. Let me look at the Mothman picture because that was what I wanted here. Mothman, where are you? There you are, buddy. No, he's wearing like a kilt.
Wearing like a kilt. Okay, in that case, on the bear skin of your leg,
Oh,
there
wait,
is
I lied.
No?
Yeah, I just realized that. Well, he's wearing chainmail, so I guess I don't know how far that would go down. Is the thing.
Frequently, I think it kind of pulls around mid thigh, but I think it depends an awful. Like you could wear chainmail leggings. It really depends on what you want to do.
I think it'd be like a chainmail to the point where it looks like a kilt a little bit. And you'd probably have like just something like fur on top just to make it look, fancy. Even though,
Yeah.
yeah.
Chainmail is not for the top. Usually, there's like at least a tabard or something worn over it.
Yeah, so pretty much a kilt. Yeah.
So yeah, I'd say basically on the skin of your shin. Yeah, a four-fingered handprint in mucus.
Yeah, this is kind of icky. Hey, is Hope still with us?
Yeah, no, absolutely. I'm not walking in this town by myself.
Oh, hey, Hope. Do you have any Kleenex or anything? I had a.
Yes, Hope proffers you a little hanky that she has.
This suspicious looking kid kind of like, I don't know, they left that handprint on me. At least I think they were a kid. I don't know. But, you should probably check your bags and make sure they didn't take a.
She does that. She takes that advice immediately to heart.
Are we all together again? Was that my
I
understanding?
I think it's reasonable to say that you would probably be arriving at about this time.
Sure. I'm going to riff off that advice and just say, actually, a lot of pickpockets. We'll send somebody in the crowd to make them look like a pickpocket so that you check your pockets and make sure you have your valuables to know where they are for next time. Stay vigilant, kids.
Well, that's okay. So
Not
you're
that I've
saying I
done
just
that.
played myself. I just exposed myself in
basically.
front of a bunch of pirates.
We all know where you keep all your stuff.
Great. Well, I'm moving that stuff.
Don't do it where we can see you.
Stand behind me.
I'll do it later. Just keep an eye out for pickpockets and ruffians or urchins or whatever.
So what did you guys find at the library? Library.
Library what?
The library where you guys went to look at books? Sorry,
Yeah,
bookstore, whatever the hell it was.
Well, yeah.
We found some books. Yeah.
That is an accurate summary of what happened, yes.
Yeah. I hold up the copy of the Blood Treader. It doesn't say the name verbatim, but it looks kind of familiar.
Look at this cover,
Yeah.
Oh, and Mothman got a new made a friend.
What? I got a
Gosh,
book.
you just do that everywhere you go, don't you?
Yeah,
They
but
might have started a book club.
I like to read, and I only had to pay 1 silver for one of these, and then the other one I was given for free just so we could talk about it.
What about you? Where did you go off to? Did you get any information?
Oh, first it was the prostitutes, but then after that...
It's just the one, actually.
Yeah, I found an archdemon, but he's in a person.
Wait,
A
hold on,
what?
what? Was the archdemon inside the prostitute? Is that how you met?
Hold on.
First
Is
of
the
all, that was
archdemon
horrific.
here right now?
I will awkwardly point to wherever that magician is.
It is actually visible from here because the attempt at a wizard's tower was in the main square.
Yeah, I guess he has been researching the Tidemaw for a while. Has a lot of credible information, something like that. I wanted to come along. I asked the digestion question. He didn't have an answer. Neither did the archdemon. I just want to know now if there's no...
Yeah, that would be a reasonable thing to want to know before getting knuckle deep in something.
What a choice of words.
I mean, have you never put your hand in the mud?
Sorry, I heard Kimberly say that once. Is that not...
Just given where the treasure is hanging out, I don't necessarily want to put my knuckles anywhere near it. That's all.
I'd have to.
Well, I mean, we probably want to...
And at this point, there's kind of a whistling sound, and a crossbow bolt actually comes flying out of the alleyway that you just saw that short figure disappear into, and just sort of skitters across the cobbles.
Hilarious. I'm going to try and stomp on it.
It's past you at this point.
Damn.
Sorry.
Is that...
I think it was an assassination attempt. We'd probably want to move.
Zaleri instinctively gets in front of Hope.
I don't. kind of worried. Not about
I'm gonna
us, but
pivot
if it's
so
the
that I'm
kid.
like behind the magic user.
Do we roll initiative?
I usually just ignore this sort of behavior because, frankly, I find it to be childish.
There doesn't seem to be anything coming out at you specifically.
Oh, fuck. Are they going after the kid?
What kid?
The one who, and he looks down onto his you can see leg that he still hasn't cleaned up fully.
What are you covered in?
Snot.
What? Like, I know we're pirates, but come on.
I think like some sort of like street urchin or something brushed past him and left a
Marked him for
kind of
death?
a snail trail. I don't know.
They marked me for
Well,
death.
let's just go down the alley and see what it is. It's a crossbow.
Yeah, you know what? That's a good idea.
We're used to guns. It's just not as imposing. I don't know what to tell you.
Yeah, you know,
We'll go with you. We'll go with you. Come on, let's go. Everybody
An
down the
important
alleyway.
point. While you do deal with guns like flintlock pistols and blunderbusses and such, the primary ranged weapon of choice is still crossbows because they're cheaper and easier to make.
Yeah, but this guy has shit aim, so.
All right, you peek through the alleyway. Can I get a perception check? I will say from Esgal because you're the one who suggested it. And if other people are peeking along with you, you can make it at advantage.
Great. I love that. Where do I find
yeah.
I'm sorry, is it total perception or passive perception?
Your total
Is there a
perception.
difference?
Passive perception is more of a tool for me.
Okay.
Yeah.
So all right, so that looks like it's just +5, which isn't bad.
I'm gonna look too. So
Awesome. So that means a thing that I do to avoid skill bombing, where everybody does it, is that I give it to the person who talks about it, and then if other people assist, they do advantage. So you
Gotcha.
can roll twice and take the better, thanks to your
Mothman.
good party companion.
I got an 18 for my best roll.
Oh, okay, all right. Yep. So you see what seems to be bare stone walls culminating in a sort of a brick facade at the far end. There's windows, but they're like 20 feet up. There is no little robed figure, but there is a section of brick wall that seems to be missing. And as you peer into the darkness, you realize it's actually swung away as one solid piece, a hidden door that is still open. Roughly the trajectory of the crossbow bolt came that way.
All right, come on, guys. Is it a room or is it like a deer blind?
There does seem to be, it's dark past it, and you're at kind of a bad angle where you're at,
Yep.
but there does seem to be a corridor past it.
I should be able to see it as if it is dimly lit, or whatever that word.
I am taking that into account.
Okay, great.
I know what you are.
What am I? Say it.
You're a pointy, sharp-eared man.
Wow.
This is the skin of a killer.
Malton's like, I know that line.
Yeah, let's go down the hallway. Spooky hallway where the crossbow bolt came from.
You guys find that after this short, stone-walled corridor, it actually breaks into sort of like natural caves.
Whoa.
And ahead of you, there is a rope bridge over a sort of, what I would say, a canyon of with water trickling in from probably the bay, running underneath it. And just on the other side of this rope bridge, there is a dead body in a slowly growing pool of blood.
Does
I guess
this
it was worse than I thought.
does this dead body look familiar?
Well,
The hands
it
greasy.
will to you guys, but not to your characters. No, it appears to be some common street ruffian.
Okay, it's not the one that touched my leg.
Nope. However,
You're really
there
taking
is,
that personally.
as you peer into the gloom, because this corridor is not lit. This natural tunnel is not lit. You do see a robed figure peeking around the corner. Once again, maybe 3 feet tall.
And I have dark vision.
Yep, the figure
Get
is
back
robed.
here, young man. This instant.
The figure freezes, and it turns around, and it looks at you, and it says,
Hey, you guys want to keep it quiet? I'm doing something here.
Depends on what it is. I can get louder.
That's Skip.
No, you really don't want to get louder, actually.
Wait, are you the one who snotted on me?
Oh, that was you? No, I was just snotting on people.
Why?
I don't know.
Did you shoot a crossbow at us?
No, that was that guy.
he points down at the corpse, and indeed there is a a crossbow next to him.
Looted.
Well, I'm going to, but I don't want to waste any time. And again, you probably should keep your mouth down.
What are you?
Well, we're going to go fight a ship, right?
Yeah.
We don't have money for explosives. The crew of the Shrike's Call has explosives. I heard them talking about it in the tavern. So I'm going to kill them and take their explosives.
Oh, okay.
So what if we didn't have to murder a whole nother crew?
We don't have to. We just can.
I'll be honest with you,
Right.
the possibility didn't occur to me.
Yeah. Well, I mean, we'll help you if it's easier with more people to not viciously slaughter another group of people who are also just trying to make their way in the world. I don't know. It feels like if you're in a sports team and somebody kills the other sports, it just doesn't feel very sportsman.
We're not playing sports, though.
Then you would win the sports.
That's actually not how sports work. You get disqualified if you kill the other team.
But that's fucking
Why
stupid.
am I being the moral center of this conversation? Anyway, what's your plan?
Go in there, kill them, take their explosives. Well, maybe eat something if there's food.
What is this person again, Adam?
A grung.
What is
He's
a
a-
grung
He is a little frog man.
with a superiority complex?
You don't know if that's a grung thing or just a skip thing.
I had gotten that impression. Oh gosh, I don't know. I feel like I'm in a moral conundrum. I don't want.
Hey, Skip, how about this?
Yep.
Why don't we make it a challenge?
Ooh.
We get the explosives without killing anybody. Because if you can do it without killing anybody, that shows you how really good you really are. Anybody can just go in there and slaughter, right?
I guess that's true.
Well, maybe.
Yeah, the
I
real
mean,
test
not
is-
everyone could.
So
You're not helping.
any one of us. Just remember, not everybody signed up to. Anyway,
But we're a crew.
yeah.
Whether we help or
How's
not,
this?
we will bear the responsibility.
If you can
No.
do it without killing anybody, I'll give you 5 gold.
Ooh.
Can I help?
I know it.
Can I also
Right.
get 5 gold?
No,
Oh,
the captain gave you 30 gold today. What did you spend it on?
nothing.
Well, all right then. You have 5 gold. 6 times over.
I said you give me, not the captain.
It's okay. Anyway,
Skip has disappeared from your sight.
Hurry, he's getting away. Hope stay close.
I think he wants 5 gold. Here's hoping. I don't know. I feel like I've done everything morally that I have to.
You just hear on
like
the
wet
walls
slapping
and
footprints.
wet slapping footprints, and you know from having watched Skip in the rigging many times, he can climb. And indeed, as you round the corner, you can see that his mucus-y prints go up the wall and off to the side, and almost to the ceiling. I will say, when Zailiri crossed the bridge, she was able to see, well, a handful of things. One, that to the south, the path of water continues some way off into darkness, although you think you could see a light at the end of it that may be the harbor. And on the other side, you can actually see wooden structures further in the underground, including a number of further ruffians who are just sort of leaning around, hanging around and leaning against like banisters and stuff, just kind of shooting the shit further down the way.
Alrighty then. Let's move quickly and quiet.
Oh, what? You guys want to go with him? I feel like he's got it covered.
We should cover him.
Get himself killed.
Besides, I don't think he can carry all the explosives by himself.
He seemed very confident.
And also, like, they're gonna know where he's from, and then probably come after us because it's like, oh, you probably sent him out to, that'll.
Oh, well, then it would be okay if we killed him.
I mean,
Only
We
in
don't-
that case.
well, we don't know if we have to kill them right now. We just know that we have to help
Pirates
them.
kill each other all the time. It's
I
not.
know, it just seems rude to do it on land. I don't like it.
That's true.
Look, these people are going to have bad enough luck with us stealing their explosives. Let's not rob them of their life as well yet.
Let's follow and see how things go.
Let's just provoke them so we have an excuse. Wait, who said that? All right, let's go.
Let's go, you chaotic man.
Okay.
Yeah, this way.
Yes.
All right, there is a light up ahead. It's been very gloomy so far, which isn't too bad for the elven folk in the group here.
Mm-hmm.
Not too
But
great
I
Oh,
for
think
Goliaths
Nope.
can't see in the dark.
Nope, I have no dark vision.
We should get you some goggles or something.
And of course, Hope is kind of feeling her way along a little bit
Hope I have a
So how's
weapon.
the date going?
to Zailiri.
Just the group in general, yeah.
How's today going? I mean, that's a weird way to say it, but
Yeah, it's nice.
Let's go.
Oh, okay.
Oh, you said date with a T.
Yeah, that is what.
Quiet, Mothman, before you become dead man. I don't know. Shut up.
before you become Deadman.
So you handle stress well.
My name though.
Give me a book. I'm fine.
Guys, look. The door up ahead is open.
Well, it's
Oh.
probably because Slippy with a minute.
Oh, old Skippy went through.
All right. Wow. Just straight through and into the
Oh
wall.
yeah.
As you
Just
guys
in the
come
lay
to
of
the
the land.
door, take a little poke around. There is torchlight in here. Yeah, there's kind of a wooden wall here with a door built into it that just kind of is anchored to the stone walls around it. You peek through. You are able to see another such door and wall on the left, and the corridor opens up into like wooden scaffolding and stairs on the right.
Great. Love scaffolding.
Okay. Yep. Yeah. As you come around the corner, the corridor continues to the north, and also there is a door in the south.
Is it locked?
Do you try it?
You're damn right I do.
Okay.
It does not appear to be locked. The door unlatches quite well.
Oh,
How do we know if that Skip went in there?
There's nothing on the doorknob.
There is nothing on the doorknob. It's true.
I was just gonna do a survival check to see if I could see like any of them. You could see footsteps that he might have left while they're
Please.
opening the door.
Please do.
I can't stop them from opening the door, but I will try to see any footsteps. That is that's a 6.
I just rolled one as well. I got a 19.
You actually sort of start to lose them in this area. It's like he was climbing on the walls and he hopped down to the floor, and you don't see where he went next. But
Shoes.
in this area, the walls are less stone than they are dirt, so it's possible that he stepped there, and the mucus is kind of hard to see against the dirt, or otherwise, maybe perhaps it's even been absorbed into the porous loose dirt. Okay, you guys are opening this door to the south.
I'm not stopping them.
Yeah. Well, I was initially checking to see if it was locked. I didn't say that I was going to see if it was locked and then check for traps or whatever. That's all I do in these.
Yeah. Well, listen, you have your role and you know it. Yes, it is not locked. It is easy to tell. There is not much to this door. It's an old-fashioned lift latch, and there doesn't seem to be anything wired to it. You can hear the crackling of a fire and what sounds like somebody muttering to themselves and writing things down.
Interesting.
Oh.
I am going to. Are there any rocks around, like on the ground?
Not immediately around you, but if you want to backtrack a hair, there were plenty on the way in.
Yeah, I just want to grab, I don't know, like a fist-sized rock and put it in a sock from my bag.
You don't have like a... Okay, all right.
I don't have it on my character sheet, and I didn't want to cheat.
Hope hands you a kosh.
Oh, thank you, Hope. It's weird that you had that ready without me saying anything, but I dig it.
I am a woman on her own in a pirate city.
I'm surprised you didn't have keys. Get them. Great. No, thank you. I'm gonna. go back
I
to the
also
book.
have mace.
Oh, that's a good weapon.
The spray or the object.
Or the weapon.
Oh, a mace that shoots mace. That would be amazing. Sorry. I'm gonna go open the door.
Yeah, you see kind of a homey little room with a bunch of barrels. Your keen senses detect pirate grog. There is a little fireplace and a little desk sort of towards the center, and there is a man scratching at a book with a quill pen.
Does he notice?
He looks up as he is writing, and he gives you sort of a quizzical look, and he says, like, "You're not the normal a man."
No,
Well,
he's sick.
Oh, I'm terribly sorry to hear that. Well, just lay it there. And he goes back to writing.
He also did not leave instructions.
Didn't leave
He just told me to show up. What is it I'm supposed to be?
Did you bring the tithe?
The tithe. That's what he was saying. Yeah, I'll slowly approach and start fiddling with a pouch on my coat. But when I get close enough, I'm just going to try and hit him in the back of the head.
Yep, just there. Do me a favor and roll. Gosh, what would this be to fool
Does it
him casually?
stealth?
Deception?
Could be deception, or I will give it to you for sleight of hand.
Well, I'll take deception if I can.
Okay.
Hey, he has no idea what's about to hit him.
Wow. Yeah, no,
Literally.
he absolutely does not. I would say to go ahead and roll 1d6 plus your dex and, factor some sneak attack in there. I assume that you are going for the knockout on this.
Yes, no, I specifically went for the Kosh so that it would not kill him.
Yeah.
Because I haven't met him. I don't know what his life was like.
Oh, now you're hesitant.
I was hesitant to kill the whole time, actually, if you'll recall.
It's been hesitant to kill the entire time.
I don't mind if it's a situation that calls for it, but this I don't. It doesn't. That's all.
No, everything the frog does is cold-blooded.
Hey.
Hey.
Anyway, I got an 11 to knock this.
You got an 11?
out.
Yes, you knock this guy clean out.
I'm gonna look at his book.
Yep.
Tell me it's not fan fiction.
It is not fan fiction, although there is a copy of Hogarth in the Mountains in the corner, dog-eared towards the middle. No. It appears to be accounting. Records that go back some ways.
That makes a lot of sense. Useful in this room. I know there's grog, which I mean we could steal, but it's going to be time consuming. But it should be vaguely. I'm sorry. Is this grog or is this grog? Like, is it watered down rum or is it like a crazy, highly alcoholic drink?
No, it's watered down rum.
Never mind then.
Likely to be
Explosive
loaded
capacity is
onto
minimal.
a ship. Yeah,
Is there anything in here that does go boom?
there are no limes in this room. What was that?
So is there anything in here that does go boom?
Well, the grog will go boom, just not as quite as well as, like, say, moonshine.
Cheers.
Nothing to your eyes apparently. There's wood for the fire. There's the grog. That actually is it in this room.
What about the guy's pockets?
That I would ask you to roll investigation for.
Investigates.
Mhm.
Shit. Well, it was going to be +1, so that's a no. It's a 6.
I can roll an investigation.
You go ahead and do it.
23.
23.
I steal his clothes.
I also object to this. I'm sorry, but it's just like you knock somebody out and you're looting their body, and one of your coworkers comes over and just starts taking off his clothes, like while you're going through the pockets.
I don't think either of you have played Skyrim.
Yeah, this is yeah.
About 5 hours, maybe. Couldn't
I've
get-
seen memes.
I've seen memes. Okay, so Esgal there is a ring on this guy's finger. It seems like to be some sort of signet ring.
Not anymore. There's not.
Yep, you worth a pretty penny. Unfortunately, this man seems to have gained a certain amount of weight while wearing the ring, and you're having trouble getting it off, and that's why you rolled a 5.
Are there candles in the room?
Yes.
I'm gonna use waxing the candle to.
That's great. While you're fiddling around with that, Zaleri finds not only a coin purse with 150 gold pieces in it, she also finds there's a hole in this guy's pocket. It's cleverly hidden. It has been deliberately tailored into the pocket. And in the lining of his robe underneath this pocket, she finds an additional 20 gold pieces.
That's interesting.
How much? So wait, what was the first amount?
170 total.
170 total.
Yes.
How's it coming with the ring?
You do eventually get the ring off. Yes. The ring is pewter. It's probably worth like 10 gold pieces.
Not bad. Will it fit
On your finger?
on me? Yeah.
Yes. Yeah. Just in fact, it's
Great.
actually probably a little bit wide for your finger.
Figure. Great. I'm gonna get enough of these, and I can just punch people in the face for sneak attack damage.
Yep. The symbol seems to be of the outline of an ash tree. So you'll
How
leave.
can you tell
How can you tell what?
what kind of tree?
I don't know, man. You're an elf. You're one with nature and shit.
I'm a sea elf. I'm one with the kelp.
Well, I'm a half elf.
Which half?
Upper half.
The left one.
Gross.
That's awesome.
The top half is elven. The bottom half ages like wine.
Oh God.
I hate wine. Let's see. Yeah, I feel like we did it, guys. Let's go stop the frog. And
Oh,
hey,
yeah.
would you mind paying out that bet out of the gold you just found?
Sure.
If the frog doesn't kill them.
Oh, for the 5 gold pieces?
Well, we got to stop him. We got to get to him first.
Yeah, you guys
I
kind of
mean-
decide to take a little detour.
If he tells me he didn't kill anybody, I'm gonna believe him.
That's
You-
quite gullible of you.
Called trust.
It's some kind of like cake. I'm kidding. I know trust.
And you would probably stop a little bit before where you guys actually are. As you guys head north, the room you see opens up. There is by the way, you pass another door. It's immediately to the side here. But as you guys get close, you see that there is something of a tavern. immediately beyond. A red-robed figure is hanging out by the bar. Doesn't seem to be doing much, just sort of like leaning at the bars, smoking a cigarette, that sort of thing.
At that door we passed.
Can the person see us?
Oh, the door is closed. Can the person
No,
at the
no,
bar see you? Like,
yeah.
if he looked up, he would be able to, but you're some 50 feet away from him, and he seems bored and not particularly attentive at the moment.
We should try this door before we advance.
Yeah, let's. I will try the door.
Okay.
Was it perception?
In order to check it for traps,
Yeah.
yes, it is perception to do so.
That's a nat 20 plus 1.
All right. You do not see any indication that this door is trapped. Moreover, you can hear the sound of sort of like grunting conversation immediately beyond.
Okay, question is, do we go in?
I mean, how many people are talking?
With a natural 20, Ziliri is able to tell that it seems to be two gruff voices. And they're not really saying much. They're just,
Yeah, did you see that earlier? Not my style of thing, but like, what can you do?
I think we could pop in.
Yeah, I don't know if we want to go in there, but
I'll go first if you're
there's-
scared.
no. Is there a way we can seal this door? Because something tells me if things go down, we're gonna have to make an escape through this place.
ways to seal the door. I get that's really more of a how would you do it?
Well, if there's a plank, any loose stuff, anything heavy to wedge in front of it. Good.
Not in this room, but there was a whole bunch of casks of grog in the other room.
Yeah, let's quickly do.
Gonna roll them over and make a barricade.
Yeah.
Okay. I would call it an athletics check to do that without making enough noise that you alert the people inside the room.
Before we commit to this, does the door open inward or outward?
It opens outward towards you.
Which side of the hinge is on?
Well, it opens towards you, so the hinges would have to be on your side.
Could I get if others help me? Do I get an advantage?
Yes. Hope will absolutely be there helping you, so
That's right, baby.
I see where your head's at. That makes a lot of sense to me. Okay.
so yeah, go ahead and get your
What if they
take-
have good stuff to steal?
We came in here with a priority: explosives and stopping Skip from causing a major catastrophe. All right, first one is 5. Second one is it's a dirty 20.
dirty 20?
A dirty 20.
You were absolutely able to do it. For a moment, you slip, and there's like a little bit of a slosh that happens, and you sort of freeze there for a second. You hear the conversation lightly continue on the other side, so they don't seem to have noticed anything there. The barman on the other side of the bar, down the stairs over there, scratches his nose.
Gotta watch out for that.
You're good to go. All right, so you wedge this barrel of grog right in front of the door. It's quite heavy. That's probably that's a few 100 pounds right there at least. So they might be able to move it, but not without a fight. Especially once you stop rolling it and you sort of like right it.
Alrighty. Now for this bartender.
Mm-hmm.
Let's go in all confidence.
Yeah.
Act like you own
got
the
it.
place.
Everyone act natural. Mothman, don't speak. Esco? No. I was gonna say don't speak, but no. You probably have better charm than I do.
Cheers.
Alright. Casually strolling in.
You see that this room is quite wide. There are a number of tables, most of them vacant at this point. There is a bar. There's a fireplace set up towards the center. Great hogsheads of delicious alcoholic dainties behind the bar. And on one of the central tables, there is a rather smartly dressed man who seems to be morosely playing solitaire.
On again?
The man behind the counter straightens up as you come in and eyes you suspiciously and says,
You the new recruits we heard about?
Yep. This is me. I'm Esgul. This is Mothman, and these other two have names also.
Valyri.
What is your swilliest beer?
And Hope.
All our beer is swill down here.
Charming.
All right.
I'll take 4.
Nice. I'll give you something that'll clean your teeth out. Assuming you got any left. You got any in there?
Oh, not on the first date.
and he goes about making drinks and such.
I'd like to do either a perception or an investigation roll. See if there's any sign of a Skip having come through here on the walls or on the ceiling.
You absolutely should do that. Please do that.
Which one? Investigation or?
Give me either. It'll change the answer slightly.
Okay, I'll do investigation.
I'll help just to give him advantage.
Okay.
Is that the thing?
Yes. Yeah.
All right, that's an 11. That's my best one.
All right, an 11, you don't have much to go on, but, there's a limited amount of places that Skip could have gone.
Yeah.
All right, the barman comes back with his swilliest beer. It's some kind of rot gut, possibly goblin snot grog, you're not sure.
Yeah, I will only be taking pretend sips. Like the first houseplant I see is going down. But I'll pay for the drinks and leave a mod.
Oh, did you get one for like everybody?
I bought a round, yes.
Okay.
And you know what? We'll throw in one for the guy playing solitaire at the table. Can't hurt to make a good person.
Hey, Breckenridge, you got a little something for you here.
The man at the table says,
Oh, well, I say, new recruits then.
Yeah, hi, nice to meet you. I'm Esgal. These are the others.
Fancy a game of Food Dragon?
Can I tell you, I desperately want to, but you have some stuff we have to wrap up before we set sail.
Set sail?
Oh, you didn't hear?
No, I suppose I did not.
They told us at the orientation. Who was it? What was the... I'll, cast around the room looking at the other new recruits, unquote. What was the name of the... it was the big guy with the... Nothing from any of you?
Bartholomew.
Oh, yeah.
Bartholomew? I don't remember a Bartholomew.
Oh my god, do you think somebody was hazing us?
No, it was probably a code word because he didn't know if he could trust us yet.
It's tough to be new. You never know who to trust, you know?
the barman is not really listening, and he's just sort of looking at his drink, but Breckenridge...
I work in food service.
Yeah. But Breckenridge is sort of eyeing you critically. So go ahead and make a deception check.
With gusto.
Am I the one doing it?
I think,
I feel like I've been lying my ass off, frankly.
Yeah, I feel like both of you, honestly, because, he asked for help, essentially, and you gave him the help.
I got a dirty
Damn.
20.
Dirty 20.
Okay. Boy, oh boy, let's see how my deception goes. Oh, I got a 19.
Dang!
Yeah, I have nothing in deception.
The 13.
Actually, yes, don't we have a minotaur by the name of Bartholomew? Or was it
He did have giant horns?
Yes, that would be a giveaway, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
What do you have to complete before you set sail? I didn't think that the ship was expected back in port for another 2 days.
Oh, yeah, no, it just takes a while. It's
What
the
do
whole thing. So you don't need my whole life story. What it boils down to is I need to go rob a couple people. It's deeply personal. I can't stay, unfortunately. Please enjoy your drink on me, and we'll see you on the ship.
Couple of salty, swarthy pirate types come carousing in from where they were hanging out outside.
Barkeep, you want to take care of them on me as well? And I'll just plunk a gold on them.
Oh, generous sort, aren't you?
I'm just trying to make a good first impression on my new crew.
Well, the impression is well made, is it not?
Are you getting creepy on me?
No, I'm always like this.
I don't know why, but hearing that so intimately piped into my ear was just way worse.
I would say Mothman probably
Yes.
hears a quiet sort of creaking noise. A door in the very back of the room has opened, and nobody's coming out on the floor, but somebody comes out over the top of it, pads onto the ceiling. He's got a number of bags sort of slung across his shoulders. It's Skip. He's sticking to the walls and the ceiling with his weird suction cup frog fingers. The swarthy men down here at the table notice the door open. They don't seem to have caught on to Skip, who is now high above them.
You know what? Before I go, why don't I propose a toast to our glorious captain, and more importantly, all the working stiffs on the boat like us.
Hey, we ain't got our drinks yet. We can't have a toast.
Oh, I'm so sorry. Hey, come on, guys. Crowd on over.
All
There's a
right.
lot of room at the bar.
Also, I'm drinking this, whatever this is now. You said, what, goblin snot?
Goblin
Do you
snot
think-
frog. Yeah,
Oh.
you'd be very familiar with it. Goblins can ferment anything.
I hate that so much.
Okay, yeah. I'm drinking then. I miss that tang.
Gonna miss your nose hairs if you drink it like that.
No, don't worry. I don't have any.
Yeah, Goliaths are canonically hairless, aren't they?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a whole thing. I guess that would include nose hairs. Chris, go ahead and roll a deception.
It's a very real toast.
It's a very real toast for a very deceptive reason.
I also don't know the name of the captain or the boat unless that's something that my character.
I do believe, did anybody write it down? Skip did mention the name of the ship that these guys are pirates of.
No.
Ladies and-
no, he
I
didn't.
got a 19 for the fictional toast.
All right, it's the Shrike's Call.
To the Shark's call.
Oh, to the Shrike's Call! To the call! And Skip out the door. And that's
All
the
right.
last
Anyway,
we see of
I gotta go rob that orphanage or whatever it was I said I was doing. So I will see you folks later on the call.
All right. See ya.
Enjoy your drinks.
Mm-hmm.
Alrighty.
Do you guys want to do a Hand of Dragon?
Oh, enough already, Breckenridge. Nobody wants to play your stupid card game.
Whew.
I really.
You didn't drink any of that, did you?
I did not. I have standard.
Also,
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna chug the rest of my drink before I leave.
Hell yeah. It goes down like white hot marmalade.
Pretty sour. Ah,
Yeah, that'll be the rat guts.
yep. Y'all have a good one.
As you guys walk past, this door attempts to open, and it slams into the butts of grog that you guys.
Oh my
placed there.
god. That's so crazy. The quartermaster must have had these put here. I'm gonna go talk to him. I'm so sorry. We'll get you guys out of there in just a minute.
Well, I see you do. What was ridiculous?
I have no idea what he was thinking. He's been crazy lately. The other day he told me that somebody attacked him, like in his chamber. Don't listen to anything the guy says. I think he's on his way out. But I will go. I'll go talk to him. Guys, come and help me. Go talk to him.
All right, yeah, you go tell him that. You tell him fucking. Oh, damn it, Biff.
Damn
Yeah.
it, Beth. Got it.
Is that a door?
That is a door.
Did we not investigate that door?
You did not, and you walked right past it. It was the first thing that I mentioned when you guys came in the room.
Well,
Yeah.
I can. I mean, if it's far enough away from the other door, I feel like we can check it. It seems like it's down the hall. We'll just do the same thing. I'll roll a perception to look for traps and to look if anybody's on the other side.
And I'll help.
Okay.
Oh,
And
Yeah.
I'll help.
Get that advantage.
Alrighty. Get that advantage.
we got a 15.
Right, with 15, you can tell that the door is not trapped, but it is locked. And you can hear very heavy breathing from behind it.
Well, I'm aroused.
What?
How does the lockpicking work in this? Is that tools?
That
Use
is,
tools?
yes.
How's a 26 strike it?
It strikes me that this is a very rudimentary lock. A single pin that you need to work with. You hold back the spring, and the whole thing just first level.
I'm gonna open it in such a way that the door is between me and whatever's on the other side, and then take a peek around the door.
You find yourself staring straight into the eyes of a hill giant.
Oh,
It raises a fist.
Sorry, wrong door.
Okay, he's going to swing at you. Okay,
Oh.
I gotta actually find the fucking. I wasn't expecting you guys. I thought you guys were home free.
So did I. Curiosity got the best of me. What can I say?
You see what he did?
I did.
we're scared.
In
I
terms
hope
of size, is the hill giant bigger than the Goliath?
Oh yeah.
Definitely,
Oh.
definitely.
Well, I hope Skip got what he came here for.
Well, the good news is I'm not going to have to pay out that bet because we're going to be dead.
I mean, you're gonna be dead.
That's why you shut the door.
Dead. I'm getting out of here. All right. Does a 15 hit your AC?
I actually don't think it does. Hold on. Yeah, it's a 16. I got a 16.
Okay. Yeah. Your door. And honestly, yeah, you probably deserve partial cover for the door. So.
You're goddamn right I do.
All right. So
I thought through this.
the
To an
the
extent.
fist hits the door. You almost get squeezed in there. But the door. He actually ends up slamming the door shut, and your lock pick, falls out of the door.
I think that would be a great time to grab it and run.
Yep,
Personally.
that's what happens. The giant starts making this huge ruckus and screaming, and you hear voices from the other room like, "Oh, somebody set off Mongo again! Oh, what they doing?"
What is he saying?
You speak Giantish?
Yes,
right.
that is one
Yeah,
of the four
because-
languages I know.
Damn. Yeah, what sounds like absolute. It doesn't even sound like words. It sounds more like almost like a toddler shouting, but like 5 octaves lower and much, much louder. Well, not much louder. as a parent to a toddler, I gotta give it the dues that it has. Fuck, they're loud. He's saying, "Release me, tiny insects, you dare."
You're like, wait, why'd they kidnap you?
You say that through the door?
Yeah, I'm gonna be walking down a little bit though.
Ah, one of the brethren.
Like how toddlers talk.
In
Yeah,
his
exactly.
language, he doesn't sound like a toddler. Giantish sounds like toddlerese to people who speak common.
Understood.
Yeah.
Help me, brother. They trapped me here. They wish to press gang me into their crew as some manner of living weapon.
Oh, I ain't down with that.
Are you talking to the door or?
Oh,
You guys can hear footsteps walking the planks behind you. as
Quick
they-
explanation, 6 words or less.
We'll be back.
Oh, I don't like that.
Have planned.
The door's still unlocked, right?
Yeah, reasonably, but there's no way he can fit through the door. In fact, the only way you could reason that he's in that room is that they, I don't know, somehow knocked him out and built the walls around him.
Oh.
How much does Grog explode?
Enough.
Yeah, but I'm gonna start walking down, saying that in giant that I'll be back and leaving, because we don't have the stuff. We don't have
Right.
the explosives yet.
So when these guys come around the corner, they don't see you guys. Hey, Mongo, shut up in there. You can come out if you promise to play nice. And as you guys make your way back down the corridor and out of this place,
I'm gonna stop to loot that crossbow if nobody else did.
yeah, you just grab the crossbow. Yep.
Sick. Do you have anything else, or do I need to roll for that? on my own?
That would be investigation. You don't hear the sounds of anybody coming after you. It seems that perhaps tantrums coming from Mongo's pen are something that these guys have to deal with from time to time.
So what I'm hearing is we could probably sneak back now.
Maybe. Did you make that investigation?
I got a natural 20.
Natural 20 plus 1. There's like 3 natural 20s tonight.
But none of them on rolls that matter, you'll notice.
Well, you do manage to find about 30 gold pieces in this guy's pockets.
Cool.
And a number of bolts that go with the crossbow, but I don't know how exciting that is.
I appreciate that. No, I like to add things. I like the mundane items from a character sheet.
Cool, you find 15 bolts. All right.
Great.
What do?
we need to find Skips. Skip. There's no S.
Yeah, no, you guys exit the Shrike's Call's underground lair. We'll say that Zaleri is the first one out. Skip lands on your shoulder
Gosh.
and says,
If I was a ninja, you would be dead right now.
I mean, you still could have, maybe.
Yeah, for landing on my shoulder, you're gonna be dead.
Someday.
you actually do see a number of bags with the familiar acrid scent of gunpowder floating out to your sensitive elven nostrils. That's the second time I've used that phrase tonight, and I do not regret it.
Yeah.
When are you going to talk about our sensitive other elven parts?
Well, I did the ears, and you accused me of being a racist. So you successfully infiltrated the lair of the Shrike's Call and got yourself some gunpowder and other explosives. I'm going to go ahead and call that game for tonight because it's just about 10.
Sure does.
Alrighty.
Sounds good.
And you guys
Great
can
job,
think
everybody.
about whether you want to do anything with Mongo next session or whether you just want to move on to the next thing. That's up to you guys. There is a bar. Esgal is sitting on the barman's shoulders. No.
Walks into a bar, immediately gets cut off. You're pre-gaming, you were.
Oh, great. Now I have to add Twilight to the things that my players have made canon list.
It's called Dusk. It's a little different.
That's right. That's right. It's dusk in this world.
Yeah, the werewolf wins this time.
It ate my Aunt Sally. That sort of thing.
That must. She was a prime. Shit.
The audio did not like what you just said.
I'm so sorry.
Oh,
Renaud.
so
Renaud
like that
Forspoken.
everybody loves.
His
It
dad's
was a
name
game.
was Three Spoken, and his son's name is Fifth Spoken.
It's gonna be really weird if he has a second child.
They never really think it through. Well, when the average lifespan of a child is like 0 to 2 years.